Don't try to be a hero. Just tell me where I can find Malinox.
Not likely.
Red alert, intruder in Sector 3.
Oh, stay right there. Raise your hands over your head. You're surrounded. Don't try to get away. What? Who are you?
I'm the one saving you from becoming spare parts for the Vorax soldiers.
Don't be cute. I'm not in any kind of mood for play.
Malinox left here this morning, Joe. He's at the Volcano site. You know about that?
Just a minute. Where did you come from, anyway?
We can talk about all of that later. We have to get out of here now. I don't want to alarm you, but the entire Vorax army is going to be after us.
What's your name? I have to call you something.
Well, why don't you call me Kathy, then?
There they are! Get them!
Don't let them get away!
I'll inform Malinox.
Report to the Global Security Council G2X13, submitted by Joseph Thax. Tomorrow City was the brainchild of the International Science Organization, a modern city built, ironically, in the shadow of a volcano. What really separated it from usual towns was that it was powered only by electric and nuclear energy. People thought it was clearing a path to the future. Once the Vorak base was discovered underneath the city, the immediate concern was that the information never reached the general public. I was secretly contacted by Dr. Keene.
You must destroy the base, Joe. If the Vorak gain control of the subway system, there is no end to the destruction they could cause to the innocent citizens of Tomorrow City. We must ensure their safety, as well as the chance to continue our work here.
Malinox, how did you manage to ruin our plans this time? I understand 2 intruders were spotted inside our base.
Yes, sir, and I'm proud to say our soldiers sniffed them out in no time at all.
And then they allowed them to escape. How could hundreds of androids programmed to remove any intruders prove to be so worthless? Now our plans to harness their nuclear energy are ruined. Relocate our base and destroy Tomorrow City today.
As you wish, sir. What's more, I've been made to look like a fool. Why? Why must I always be the loser? I blame it all on my father. No one could possibly live up to the example my father left for me to deal with. He never made a mistake. It's bad enough he was brilliant. He was also the bravest soldier who ever put on a uniform. I hate you. I'll never forgive you for being perfect, father. I wonder if it would help if I went back into therapy. All right already.
Sir, the bombs are ready to be loaded. We will have them in position in a minute or so.
Now for my revenge. Tomorrow City's subway tunnel will be flooded with lava, and to all appearances it will be an accident of nature. It's too bad I've got to go hunting for a new base. I'd love to sit back and wait and see what those silly little humanoids do when they experience my wrath. When they realize far too late that a series of bombs have been dropped right into the center of the so-called dormant volcano. Talk about painting the town red.
As soon as the eruption started, Dr. Keene called the other Eagle Riders back to Gateway City.
Eagle mode, now!
Conference area.
All present except Joe.
Joe's on a special mission. We have a code red situation. There's lava in the subway.
Is it a practice alert?
No, this is the real thing. Get up there immediately.
Yes, sir.
Everybody report to the main monitor on control deck. Dr. Keene's gonna give us a briefing.
If I bump my head on that beam one more time, I will not be responsible for my language.
Don't complain, Mickey. That means you're growing at last.
Very funny, Ollie. What if it's fractured?
No danger of that happening when your head's as hard as cement.
Pay attention, team. Here's some photos from Tomorrow City.
Look, the subway's filled with lava.
What happened, Doctor?
We are certain of two things. This is not a natural catastrophe, and it's not subsiding. The eruption was man-made, caused by a powerful explosive.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll bet the Vorak did it.
We've developed a magma solidifying device, but we can't deliver it. You guys have got to find the Vorak base and neutralize it. One more rupture of the Earth's crust would be catastrophic. The coordinates for the best location to drop the solidifier have already been loaded into the missile launcher. You just need to find a safe route to the drop site.
We'll find it.
You think Joe might be one of those spies?
Yeah.
It would be just like Joe to volunteer for that kind of a mission without telling any of us. Well, he's gonna get some help whether he wants it or not.
Apparently, my secret mission didn't stay secret for long. Although I didn't know it at the time, the entire battalion was called to action and dispatched to help me.
Hang in there, Joe. We're on our way.
I was still down in the subways of Tomorrow City with my own little package to deliver to the Vorak base. I wanted to force-feed Malinox a dose of his own medicine. I didn't know what else was happening in the other parts of the city, or how much help was coming my way. I don't believe it. You again?
So what? Everybody's got to be somewhere, Joe. Haven't you ever heard of that?
What do you want from me anyway, Kathy?
I know why you're here, and I want to help.
You're putting yourself at risk.
I know. But I really hate the Vorak. And with good reason.
I have my own reason for hating them.
I'm sure you do, Joe. I don't need to tell you what it's like to know you're just a machine, just a tool in the fight against evil. Most people couldn't even imagine not being in control of their own destiny. To exist only to defend the global good and protect the Earth. Sounds great, but being a hero isn't too much fun, is it, Mr. Thax?
I couldn't believe my ears. It was like listening to my own thoughts. How could she possibly know so much about me? Who was this woman?
Oh, forgive me, my mind was wandering. Look, those are infrared identification receptors. In order to reach the launching room, we have to know what code the controls accept.
Lucky for us, I know it. I had to enter it before this thing would even start. We're coming up on it any minute now.
Why'd you stop?
I didn't. Something's wrong.
We're sealed in a trap, Joe!
You pathetic little creatures. Did you actually believe you could outsmart me? I've been aware of your every move since you arrived here, and now you shall pay dearly for your insolence. Wait till you get an earful of this!
Joe, what's that awful noise?
Nerve weapon, high-frequency sound ray. Come on, Kathy, help me. Aim at the blinker.
Right.
If we both fire together, we can overload the circuits. Keep on firing. We're goners if we stop. Take cover. It's ready to blow. You're a good soldier.
Joe, this is Dr. Keene. I am ordering you to abandon your mission to destroy the android base. The Vorak have managed to set off the volcano. It is now imperative that you rejoin the Eagle Riders and help them deliver a magma solidifier in order to stop the eruptions. This is our only hope. Joe, I have bad news. We had planned to use a missile launcher to guide the solidifier, but it's malfunctioning. I don't need to tell you what that means.
Yeah, we're stymied. What's the good of having a magma solidifier if we can't drop it on the magma?
The missile launcher's busted, so how do we get it there?
We'll just have to deliver it by hand, Mickey. The device has to be dropped directly into the magma.
In case you haven't heard, the temperature inside a volcano can be a little warm sometimes.
I know, Mickey, but we all have to be willing to risk our lives if necessary. Every Eagle Rider takes that for granted.
Question, how are we gonna find their launching room?
We aren't. I'm gonna be going in there by myself. If we all charge in there, we're bound to be seen. I'll have a better chance going alone.
What?
I'll stay in touch.
Wait a minute, may I have a word with you?
We don't have time to argue about it. I'm in command here, and I'm not asking you to vote on it.
Hey, I wasn't arguing about it. I just want to volunteer to go with you if I can.
No, not this time, Mickey.
I have to agree. Hunter's right. This has to be a one-man mission.
Where you been, Joe? We were starting to worry about you.
Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Dr. Keene told us you were on special mission.
That's right, and I'm afraid I'm bringing some unwelcome news. Sorry, Hunter, but you were right. We don't have time for arguing, and I'm the one who knows his way around in there. I'll take it in.
Are you crazy, Joe? You could be court-martialed for this. You're in serious trouble here.
Mickey, think it over. Hunter's too valuable to risk. You can't afford to lose him.
What's going on here?
Nothing, Hunter. Go back to sleep.
Me again. Hey, good news. That entire section back there's been evacuated.
Huh? Same here. They're all gone. We better investigate, but be careful.
You've reached the chambers of Malinox. Sorry I'm not here to receive you, but I had to escape the scene of a major volcanic eruption. You could reach me in my interstellar orbiter, except my number's not listed.
What's that?
No!
It's an earthquake! Kathy! I should have insisted on you getting out of here. Ah. I can't believe my eyes. Why didn't you tell me you're an android?
The same reason you haven't told anyone you're a cyborg, Joe. It's just not important.
I guess you'd say my communication skills need some help.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think I want to discuss this, Kathy. It's just not the sort of thing I like to share with others. Another human might understand, or just think of me as a hunk of machinery. I've had enough misery.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, Joe. Don't try to talk. It'll wear off in a few minutes. I'll take care of this job. I'm expendable. Like you said, just a hunk of machinery, right? I am a robot, Joe. I'm not alive. I admit I might seem very human. Fortunately for you, the human part he left you with still experiences all feelings, and I hope you can appreciate that.
Kathy.
You have to go back. I'm taking over your assignment now.
You're one of us, aren't you?
I was engineered by Professor Andro to protect the human race.
He saved my life by changing it. But I chose this path. I would choose it again.
Here, a little something to remember your first meeting with a real android.
Warning, warning. Total eruption in 2 minutes.
I am a necessary evil. I'm only here to fight the Vorak. My fate's sealed. I was created in order that humans might survive. There's no real sacrifice involved.
Wait, let me help you.
Goodbye, Joe.
Wait a minute, Kathy!
We don't have any more time!
I don't know how long I was out. I dreamt about my last battle before becoming a cyborg. What happened? Nightmare, actually.
Warning, total eruption in 20 seconds.
I'm really sorry. I wish I could have helped you.
You did it, Joe. We tried to get here sooner, but...
Are you gonna be all right, Joe? Are you hurt or something?
I'm okay, Mickey.
Well, I guess we won't have any more volcano eruptions.
That's right. I guess we ought to be celebrating, huh? Hunter?
Yeah?
Forgive me for taking over the mission. I just didn't want you getting hurt. Maybe one day you'll understand.
You can't be the only one who makes sacrifices, Joe.
I knew Hunter was right. When you're part of a team, everyone has to share the risks. And our dedication to defending the global good is what makes our team work. This concludes my report to the Global Security Council. My encounter with the female android was disturbing. I felt a kinship toward her because of my own cyborg identity. Yet I knew I should not be mourning her because she was never really alive. But since when have emotions made any sense?